Do not move to Sydney unless you know these 10 things. Because even though Sydney is a peaceful coastal town and has become one of the hidden gems on Vancouver Island, it's not for everyone. From real estate and lifestyle to transportation and walkability, I'm going to break it down for you. I'm G, I'm a local realtor based here in Victoria, BC, and if you're thinking about relocating to the Sandwich Peninsula and Sydney is an option, this is a must-watch video for you, so let's get started. First up is a charming seaside town. Sydney is located on the northeastern tip of the Sandwich Peninsula, right by the water, and has a postcard-perfect downtown core with ocean views, sailboats docked at the marina, and quiet tree-lined streets. And everything about Sydney really just feels calm. People move at a slower pace, and the town really leans into its more relaxed coastal vibe. And if, say, you're moving from a fast-paced city like Vancouver or Toronto, this can feel like a huge change, but in a good way. It's kind of the place where you go for morning walks on the waterfront and actually see the sunrise. Number 2, close to airport and ferries. Sydney is incredibly well connected for such a small town. You have the Victoria Airport, which is about maybe 5 to 10 minutes away, which offers flights to, say, Vancouver, Calgary, Seattle, and other parts as well. But you also have the Swartz Bay Ferry Terminal, which connects you to Vancouver and the Gulf Islands. And this is maybe a short drive up north on the Sandwich Peninsula. And what's great about Sydney is that it's perfect for retirees with families in other cities, remote workers who travel often, or even vacation home buyers. And the transportation options aren't just convenient, they make Sydney really feel less isolated compared to other small towns. Number 3, Sydney is a great 55 plus friendly community. Historically, Sydney has actually been known to be one of Vancouver Island's top destinations for retirees. And the population kind of skews to the older demographic, with a large percentage of them being over 55 and up, but the town is really built to support that as well. You find great options for healthcare depending on your situation, and access to specialists also depending on what you're looking for. And tons of wellness services like physiotherapy, acupuncture, and senior programs. And the social life actually seems to be better in Sydney for this demographic compared to other parts of Victoria. There are book clubs, walking groups, garden societies, and events held that really tailor towards that 55 plus crowd. And the thing is, with the housing market, it actually reflects this too. You find lots of one-level ranchers, patio homes, and of course elevators in newer condo buildings. Because Sydney has been known to be a place where if you go retire there, you really enjoy your life a bit more because it's a bit slower, and it's also because it's near the ocean and there's a lot of options out there. Number 4, Sydney is becoming more diverse. While it has a strong retirement community, the demographics are actually shifting. We're seeing much more younger families, professionals, and even remote workers moving to Sydney. Now, why is that? It's more affordable than the central part of Victoria and has good schools nearby and often feels safer and quieter as an environment to raise kids. Plus, you have new developments, especially townhomes and family-oriented condos, which are bringing much more younger buyers. And you'll see strollers in the playgrounds, family bike rides along the waterfront, and even schools are growing when it comes to enrollment numbers. But even with all this happening, it's not like Sydney is booming, but Sydney is evolving. So if you're someone that has a family, Sydney can be a great option for you if you don't want to say go all the way out to Langford or Colwood in terms of affordability, but you also want to be in a great community. So looking at Sydney as a family can open up a lot of doors for you. Number 5, downtown Sydney is small, but it's full of life. You have Beacon Avenue, which is kind of the main strip along downtown Sydney. And while it's small, it is vibrant. You'll find a mix of boutique clothing stores, gift shops, local cafes, grocery stores, and a surprising number of bookstores as well. And everything is more or less independent. You don't really see big chain stores there at all, which adds to the charm of Sydney. But you still have events such as holiday parades and summer concerts, which bring the community together. But you'll also find things like library, art exhibits, and other aspects as well. So Sydney isn't really sleepy, it's more just local. And if you're into shopping, say, small and supporting independent businesses, you fit right in. Now, let's say you want to go to Walmart, you want to go to Costco, you can still do that. You just got to drive into the main part of Victoria. But the nice thing about Sydney is you can enjoy the peace and quiet out there while still getting to do your shopping and everything else you want to do in the main part of Victoria. So it really adds to the charm that comes with Sydney. Number 6, real estate is competitive. Sydney's popularity means homes don't sit on the market for long if they're very desirable, such as move-in ready detached homes near the water. Now, while prices are still lower compared to, say, downtown Victoria and other parts of Victoria, they've actually risen in recent years. So inventory can often be tight and competitive, especially among retirees that are looking to downsize and young families looking to get in. So you'll mostly find, say, condos, townhouses, and a few ranchers, but a bit fewer brand new detached homes. And if you're planning to move there, start your search early and be prepared to act quickly when you find the right home that comes up. And talking to a local realtor, like myself, can really help you monitor the inventory and move fast when the right home appears for you. Number 7 is surprisingly walkable. One of Sydney's biggest perks is its walkability. You have Beacon Avenue, which is the heart of the town, and most errands can be done on foot, such as grocery, pharmacy, bank, coffee shop, the post office, and even if you want to go to, say, the waterfront to walk. And the nice thing is, the streets are mostly flat and lined with benches, making it accessible for seniors and families. And the wide sidewalks and pedestrian-friendly crosswalks make it feel much safer and inviting. And say if you live in the downtown or nearby, you may not even need a car at all, especially if you enjoy walking or cycling. So this makes, say, daily life easier and healthier. And it's a big draw for people who want to downsize or just aging out of the place they currently live in. Number 9, it's not a party town. If nightlife is a big part of your lifestyle, Sydney might feel a bit too quiet for you. Most businesses shut down early and you'll rarely find places open past 9 p.m. Even though there are a few cozy pubs and restaurants, there aren't really any nightclubs or late night bars, and you won't really find major live music venues. So for some, this is exactly what they're looking for, and it's very appealing. You have peaceful evenings, walks by the water, and early mornings. It's really a lifestyle choice. Quiet, calm, and community orientated. But say if you still want the occasional night out, downtown Victoria is only about maybe a 30 to 35 minute drive away. So you really have to think hard if you're someone who loves to go out, because what you'll find in Sydney, it might feel a bit more boring and less exciting compared to other parts of Victoria. So keeping that in mind is very important if you're, say, a night person. Number 10, it's growing, but it still feels like a small town. Sydney has been expanding, but it's been very intentionally. You'll see much more low-rise condo buildings and town developments, especially on the outskirts of the town. However, local planners and residents have worked hard to preserve the small town charm. There are strict building height limits in downtown, tons of community feedback on development, and real pride in maintaining the local character. People actually greet each other on the street. Shopkeepers know your name, and you generally feel part of this tight-knit community. You get the best of both worlds. Modest growth and modern conveniences without sacrificing authenticity. So there you have it. Those are 10 things you need to know before moving to Sydney. And it's one of the most unique places on Vancouver Island. Oceanfront, peaceful, walkable, and full of character. And if you're thinking about making a move and want help navigating the local market, or you're looking to buy or sell anywhere in Greater Victoria, feel free to reach out anytime. I'd love to help. My information is in the description below, and you can book a phone call appointment with me as well. And don't forget to like, subscribe to stay updated with future videos, and leave a comment about what your thoughts of Sydney are. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.